Sophie Sierra reacts to Rob Warne's new reality TV journey. A look at her feelings and healing process. Sophie Sierra has once again found herself at the center of fan discussions following her reaction to Rob Warne's recent appearance on 90 Day Hunt for Love. The pair's journey began with high hopes and intense chemistry, but as viewers of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise witnessed, their relationship was anything but smooth. Despite several challenges, Sophie and Rob tied the knot in 2023, determined to make things work. Unfortunately, their union was short-lived. By late 2024, Sophie appeared on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, where she opened up about the struggles she faced in her marriage. Not long after, the couple ended things for good. While Rob appears to be moving forward and actively pursuing new connections on another reality series, Sophie is still reflecting on their time together and navigating the complexities of emotional recovery. Recently, Sophie stirred conversation when she shared a brief clip of Rob's appearance on 90 Day Hunt for Love via her Instagram story. Along with the video, she added a pointed caption that hinted at unresolved tension. The comment wasn't direct, but it carried a tone that suggested she still has strong feelings about how things ended. Public reactions to Sophie's post. Not long after Sophie's post made the rounds, Instagram blogger @TheRealityMiss reshared the story, prompting a wave of commentary from fans. Many viewers, though sympathetic to her experience, encouraged Sophie to let go of the past and focus on the future. Social media users posted mixed responses, with some offering support and others advising her to stop revisiting the relationship. Comments like, "Leave the guy alone," and "she needs to move on," reflected a common sentiment that public reflection on past relationships can become emotionally exhausting, if not channeled in a constructive direction. However, it's worth recognizing that people process heartache differently, especially when a relationship has played out in the public eye. What Sophie's response may reveal. Sophie's reaction sparked interest because it provided a glimpse into her emotional state months after the end of her marriage. Even though Rob has seemingly turned the page, Sophie appears to be in a different phase of her healing journey. Her decision to share a moment from Rob's new show, accompanied by a sarcastic caption, suggests that there may still be lingering emotions, not necessarily romantic, but tied to a desire for closure. This isn't the first time Sophie has made subtle references to Rob since their separation. Over the past several months, she's occasionally shared cryptic posts and reflective quotes that many interpret as nods to her former relationship. These messages suggest that she's still processing what happened and may be working through complex emotions like disappointment, frustration, and reflection on what could have been. It's common for people to feel disoriented when a former partner moves on quickly, especially if they believe the relationship deserved more time or effort. In Sophie's case, watching Rob on a dating show may have reopened emotional wounds or reminded her of promises that were never fulfilled. Her social media post, then, might be less about Rob and more about expressing her own internal conflict. Navigating the challenges of healing in the public eye. Unlike private relationships, public romances, especially those showcased on reality television, invite commentary from a wide audience. This makes moving on more difficult, as former couples often face continuous questions, speculation, and comparisons. For Sophie, sharing her personal life on 90 Day Fiancé has brought both support and scrutiny. While it gave her a platform to tell her story, it also opened her up to judgment when she responds to developments in Rob's life. Her reaction to Rob's new show might be her way of reclaiming her narrative. By commenting, she's reminding viewers that there's another side to the story, one that hasn't been fully explored or acknowledged. She may also want to ensure that her experience doesn't get lost as Rob continues his journey on reality TV. Sophie's path forward. Despite the complications of their relationship, Sophie has many opportunities ahead. In recent years, she's grown her personal brand and has become an entrepreneur known for promoting wellness products and lifestyle content. Her followers often praise her for her resilience, transparency, and sense of style. As she navigates this new chapter, Sophie could benefit from focusing on the parts of her life that bring her joy and confidence. Investing in her business, connecting with close friends, traveling, and trying new activities could help her shift focus from the past to the present. Healing from a relationship takes time, and it's clear that Sophie is still on that path. Choosing not to engage with Rob's journey on television could also help her move forward. Reality TV can be triggering when it involves people from one's past, and avoiding those episodes might offer her more peace. Sophie has every right to share her feelings, but protecting her energy might mean stepping away from the narrative that once defined her. Rob's reality TV comeback, a fresh start, or a familiar pattern. While Sophie is still working through her emotions, Rob has chosen a very different path. After their appearance on The Last Resort, he quickly transitioned into 90-Day Hunt for Love, where he's hoping to find a new romantic partner. His return to the dating world suggests he's ready to move on and start fresh. Rob's appearance on the show presents him in a new light, focused on finding compatibility and building something new. It's too early to tell whether he's changed significantly since his last relationship, but he seems eager to leave the past behind. His willingness to re-enter the dating scene on television might reflect a desire to rebrand himself and explore new opportunities. However, his quick return to the spotlight has raised eyebrows among fans. Some viewers feel that Rob may have rushed into the new show before fully addressing the issues that affected his previous relationship. Others believe he's simply seizing the moment and taking advantage of opportunities that come his way. Either way, his new reality TV venture is likely to be a significant chapter in his journey, and it will be interesting to see how his story unfolds without Sophie by his side. Looking beyond the relationship. Ultimately, the story of Sophie and Rob serves as a reminder of how difficult it can be to untangle emotionally from someone, especially when the relationship is played out so publicly. The reactions, the subtweets, the Instagram posts, all of it speaks to a deep need for resolution and clarity. Sophie's decision to share her thoughts on Rob's appearance might come from a place of reflection rather than bitterness. While some may interpret her posts as holding on to the past, they could also represent the final steps in processing what was once a major part of her life. It's natural to want recognition, understanding, and even justice when a relationship ends in disappointment. For both Sophie and Rob, the next chapters of their lives hold promise. Sophie, with her entrepreneurial mindset and growing platform, can continue to thrive independently. Rob, as he seeks new love, has the opportunity to grow and form healthier connections. Whether or not they ever speak again, their stories have already left a mark on 90-Day Fiancé fans around the world. Final thoughts. Heartbreak is never easy, especially when it happens in front of millions. Sophie Sierra's reaction to Rob Warne's latest television appearance may be emotional, but it's also deeply human. She's navigating a very public healing process, and while some fans may wish she would stay silent, her openness is part of her personal growth. The best thing for Sophie now may be to turn the page completely, not out of resentment, but as an act of self-love. New beginnings often come when we release the past, and Sophie seems ready to step into her own power, with or without the shadows of her former relationship.